This is Mrs. Toma here. Today I'm going to be doing a review of what we learned about last week for math, which was our new topic about fractions. So we're just going to do a quick review before we jump into learning new things about fractions. So just a quick review. Fractions is when we take a whole, so imagine like a whole shape, and we split it up into different parts. But remember, the parts have to be equal. So just some review of the key vocab words that we went over. When we divide a shape, so here's our whole circle over here. When we divide up this circle into two equal parts, so we have this line going down the middle, and we have our two equal parts. Those two equal parts, that's called halves. So when we divide up a circle into halves, we have two equal parts. Over here, when we divide up this square into three equal parts, 1, 2, and 3, those are called thirds. So 3 equal parts is called thirds. And then lastly, over here, we've divided up into 4 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and those are called fourths. So we have 2 halves in a whole. We have 3, so let's just underline that. We have 3 thirds in a whole, and we have 4 fourths in a whole. So when I say, let's break up this circle into halves, you should know that means 2 equal parts. If I say break up this square into thirds, you should know that that means 3 equal parts. And if I say break up this square into fourths, then you should know that means 4 equal parts. And if you got that down, then the rest will come off very easy in solving these fraction problems. So just another review. So over here, we have words here that are telling us how we have to divide up our shapes. So we have thirds, and this one was already done for us. So this circle, we have to split it up into 3 equal parts. So remember, thirds is 3. So it's already broken up, and you can even label that. We have our 3 equal parts. So just to get some more practice, we have to split up this circle, this whole circle, into halves. Halves, remember, means 2. So I can split it up and down, label my parts 2. Over here it says fourths. Remember, fourths means 4 equal parts. So I would split up my rectangle here into 4 equal parts. Over here, I have halves again. That means 2. So I will split up my square into 2 equal parts. Over here, I have my circle that says fourths. That means 4. Split up my circle into 4 equal parts. My 1, 2, 3, and 4. I like to label because that helps to reassure me that I'm doing this correctly. And then lastly, I have my rectangle over here. It says thirds. That means 3. And splitting that up into 3 parts and labeling it. So this was just a quick recap of what we learned earlier last week about just when we introduced fractions. So when we are told halves, we need to remember that halves means 2 equal parts. So just going back to my other screen here. So halves is 2 equal parts. Thirds is 3 equal parts. And fourths is 4 equal parts. And we'll be doing more with this, but this was just a quick review just so we can remember what we had learned last week.